Have I lost weight?
Definitely, definitely.
They liked me.
It was not easy.
Hi everyone, my name is Nico. I'm 27 years old. I was born in Italy.
My name is Renata. I'm from Lithuania and I have been in China more than 1 year.
Hello everyone, Namaste. I am Busan and I am from Nepal.
So my name is Charlotte. I am from Germany and I am in China for 2 months now.
My name is Brian. I'm from the United States of America. I grew up in California and I've been living and working in China for about 9 months now.
My name is Brittany Blanton. I am from Little Rock, Arkansas, USA. I have been here in Beijing, China for a little over 5 months.
My name is Beth. I'm from the Netherlands. I've been in China for 14 months now, doing 2 internships, and at the moment I work at a consultancy firm in Beijing.
Because I think this is the place where to be. There are many opportunities, many chances, and it's a great country if you want to start to develop your career.
I've always wanted to come to China and I'd be able to explore China, travel around, meet new people, and still work. So that's why I chose to come to China.
When I was young, I worked at a Chinese restaurant in my hometown, and I really liked these people, and I thought the language and the culture was very interesting. So that's where my interest for China originates.
I really like China. It's my favorite country. If I have the choice to do an internship abroad, then it's definitely China.
I came to China initially and primarily probably for the money. It was a chance to make more money than my previous job. But also more importantly, I saw it as an adventure to live overseas, which is something I've always wanted to do, whether it be China or Europe or South America. Most importantly, I just saw it as a chance to do something different and a good, cool experience.
My country has a Confucius Institute. I was learning Chinese there, so after learning about 6 months of Chinese, they provided me a scholarship to go to Hangzhou and learn Chinese language for 4 months. So after learning the Chinese language for 4 months, I could speak a little of Chinese, and then I decided to come to Beijing to study and do internship in Beijing.
I was studying in Turkey and Turkey is a Muslim country and there was very different. So I was thinking where can be more different than Turkey, and then in my mind came China.
Very low expectation, I have to say, but then I found many great opportunities.
My friends told me that in China everything will be very cheap, so don't bring anything and go with empty luggage and you can buy everything here, but it wasn't true. They liked me.
Maybe I did not have so many difficult expectations. I just expected to have my internship, to find an apartment, to meet new people, to have lots of fun, and everything is fine. I already found someone I can share my hobby with, and this is very exciting for me, because even in my home country my hobby is quite exotic, and I found it in Beijing.
I expected China to have sort of a closed culture, that they wouldn't know a lot about other cultures, but actually I was surprised about how much they know about all the different European countries, and I was also surprised in how they are interested in how things go in other countries.
What I expect was China was full of like cultural heritages and everything, and that is true. When I come to the Beijing, when I go to the Forbidden City, the Great Wall and everything, it is just amazing that I am just so much influenced by the culture of this country and the modernization it is taking place.
In my home country, the Netherlands, they like to do business very quickly. They like to have maybe a couple of meetings and then immediately sign a contract so that the conditions are clear. And I find that in China it's more important to have a trust relationship first. So I guess the Chinese take more time in doing their business than the Dutch. I think that's the biggest difference.
How the Chinese way is of working, more efficient, quicker, and more flexible.
Chinese
Yes.
and German.
They like structure. They like to stick to rules. They're really focused, and this is the straight way. Chinese more, this is also good. Maybe we do this, but maybe also this one. You know, it's more a hopping thing. And German's very.
When I first came to China, my Chinese was not so good. The main problem I was having was the language problem.
Well, obviously, the biggest challenge and the biggest problem, it's the language barrier.
So all I could say was ni hao.
EDR. EDR. I only know a little Chinese.
The funny thing in China is that if you ask the way where to go, and one person will show you that way, other person will show you that way, third person will show you that way. So they really don't know maybe where you have to go, but every time they will show you the way.
The client here in China, and it took me to a KTV. It's a karaoke, because this might sound very strange for a European, but here in China, you do business, singing, dancing, and drinking beers. So be prepared to have some cheers with some Chinese mate, singing some very funny song in Chinese or in English or whatever language you want to sing. Be prepared to dance with your business partner, because that's the way we're doing business in China.
I love karaoke. I love KTV. I love singing. Just being happy, being jolly. That's what I'm all about. I love the food here.
I like the food culture in China. Like in the Netherlands, we like to eat very quickly, but in China they like to take the time to eat. And yeah, I love the Chinese dishes.
I like Chinese food a lot. Yeah.
So you prefer
And it's the funny thing that in my country, Chinese food is totally different than Chinese food in China, because they made for our taste maybe, and like in my country we don't have any spicy food, and Chinese spicy food is really good.
I love Chinese food, especially Sichuan Thai. It's very spicy, and I love that flavor.
I like the Peking duck, of course. I like mushiro, mapo tofu, xiaoxia, and I could go on. Like, I could give you an entire list of dishes that I like in China.
I love dumplings, and the rest of it is okay.
To say that almost everything I tried in China was very nice.
If you want to live in China, you need to have Chinese friends, because as I said at the beginning, it's very important to networking and to build a good networking here.
The people I work with, they're really nice, and I hang with them outside of work even. I've gone to KTV with them. We've had team building exercises where we stayed in a mansion together and just hung out, did KTV, played games, card games, things of that sort. So yes, I have Chinese friends.
So what do you do with your Chinese friends?
Practicing Chinese.
Usually in the weekends I'm fully booked. Like we like to go eating with each other or go and have a party in Sanlitun, and sometimes we sing karaoke. So yeah, I do a lot of different activities with my friends.
Like I like dancing, and here in Beijing I found Beijing Ballroom Dance Club, and there's half Chinese, half foreigner, so I really like to go there and have a good time there and dance a lot.
I recently started with a Kung Fu course. Yeah, I like to practice my Kung Fu, and also I'm following a calligraphy course, so I try to learn how to write in Chinese.
I go to the gym, and I swim, and I play squash, and I do a lot of bike riding. My friends and I, we use the community bikes, those red bikes, which are great. It's like 1 RMB per hour, and we go on bike rides when it's not polluted. That is, we go on bike rides and ride out to Hohai and ride in and out of the hutongs and go to the parks and stuff like that. That's probably my favorite thing.
We meet at a friend's place and we drink a little bit and then we go to a bar or to a club. It depends, I don't know yet. It's always flexible, very Chinese, just flexible. Yes, and tomorrow I go to dancing lessons, so I will follow my hobby. And on Sunday, because it's Eastern in Germany, we have an Eastern brunch.
The most I like that China is big and that you can travel, and if you go to other city, I think that you can find totally different culture and totally different view. So I really want to travel more in China and experience that.
I like a lot of things about China, especially the history. And I love going to the temples and learning about the history of China. I think it's amazing. It's one of the oldest cultures. And like I said, one of the oldest countries here. And that is awesome. How China has stayed for so many years. And people still love living here in China.
What I like is that everything is possible here. If you think something, if you have a good idea, if you have a business idea, it's possible. In China, you can do it. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying it's an easy thing, but it's definitely possible. So this is what I like in China.
The pollution is what I hate the most about China.
The traffic is annoying, and the pollution, which I think everybody hates.
I don't like the pollution and the traffic jams in Beijing.
Like, I really miss blue sky, and now I really appreciate for blue sky so much.
I have to say yes now, I guess.
Yes, I would tell other people, yes, to come to China.
For other students, yes, so that my advice is come here and experience everything by yourself.
Definitely, definitely.
Why not?
Because I love it here. I've learned a lot about myself being here because I'm on my own. I learned a lot about myself since I've been here, and it's a great experience. I love China.
The China will surprise you every day, but I think this is the most great part about China. And if you're looking for possibilities to work in China, you can use Mandarinclick. They have really interesting job possibilities, and you can find them in their website and come here, experience.
Yes, I would definitely advise them to go to China. There's a really nice international community here. And also the Chinese people are very friendly and open towards foreigners. And I think the Chinese culture is one of the most authentic in the world.
I mean, there's nothing you cannot do in Beijing. Everything is possible. But whatever you search for, whatever you want, you can find, you can do. If I'm homesick, I can go to a shop and buy the food from my country. It's no problem. If you search for people from your country, you can always find. I can find my exotic hobby. I can go out, I can do sightseeing, I can learn the language, I can meet new people. So why not? It's very exotic.
Come to China. I'm waiting here for you.
नमस्ते, तपाईहरुलाई चाइनामा स्वागत छ।
欢迎来中国，我在中国等你。
Sveiki atvykę į Kiniją, aš laukiu jūsų čia.
Break a plane and come to China. We're here waiting for you.
In China, ich warte auf euch.
欢迎来中国，我在中国等你。